Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about quadratic formula and we are dealing with negative square root. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now this is actually a requested class from our students and our subscribers in Facebook and YouTube. I would like to give thanks and shout out to them. This answer is for you class. Now what if you solve for this quadratic formula class and the answer of your square root is a negative number? Example class, the answer for this one, you will have square root of negative 20. Now when you use your calculator class, of course this will be a math error or syntax error because the calculator cannot solve for this one class if we have a negative square root. Now what would be the thing that we will do if we have a negative square root? So do not be worried class because we will be explaining this one class step by step. Alright, so let's start. Of course, we need to get the value of a, b, and c. So the standard form of quadratic equation, we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So our a is beside x squared. So understood that there's 1 here. So our a is 1. Our b is beside x with the exponent of 1. So this will be our b. So b is negative 4. And our c is the constant. C is 12. Now once you get the value of a, b, and c, you substitute this value class in this given formula. So copy x, copy equal sign, then you copy negative sign, copy minus sign, and then the value of your b, that's negative 4. So you put parentheses class because we're not allowed that two signs are close to each other. Put parentheses, then copy negative 4. Now you will be asking question in this one class, sir, why do you have two negatives? Now, the first negative class came from this formula, minus sign. Then this negative 4 is the value of your b class. That's why you have two negatives. I hope it's clear for your class. The first negative sign came from the formula, minus, negative sign. And then the value of your b is negative 4. That's why you have two negatives. And then copy plus sign, plus and minus, and then the square root of, once again, your b is negative 4. So negative 4, then do not forget squared. It says in the formula b squared, so negative 4 squared, minus 4. Then if you have variables class close to each other, AC, 4AC, it means 4 times A times C. So if you have variables close to each other, it means multiplication. So 4 times A is 1, 4 times 1, and then C is 12 times 12. Alright, so this will be, do not forget, all over, then 2a. So if you have a number together with a variable, it means multiplication, 2 times a. Our a is 1, so 2 times 1. So x equals, so we have both negatives. You need to multiply this one class. Negative times negative, that would be positive. So positive 4, you can put plus 4 or just simply erase plus sign. It means positive 4. Alright, so positive 4. Then copy positive negative square root of, so negative 4 squared, it means you multiply this negative 4 by itself twice. So negative 4 squared, it doesn't mean negative 4 times 2, it means negative 4 times negative 4. You multiply this negative 4 by itself twice. Negative 4 times negative 4, that would be positive 16. So 16 minus, then you multiply this one, negative 4 times 1, negative 4 times 1, that's negative 4. And then, after you multiply negative 4 times 1, you multiply negative 4 times 12. Negative 4 times 12, this will be negative 48. Alright, so once again class, negative 4, negative times positive is negative. Negative 4 times 1, negative 4. Negative 4 times positive 12. Negative times positive is negative. 4 times 12 is negative 48. So I hope you got this one class. Negative 4 times 1, negative 4 times 12, negative 48. Alright, and then 2 times 1, that is 2. And then you simplify inside this radical symbol. So copy x equals copy 4, positive, negative, 16 minus 48. So if the signs are not the same, you subtract and then copy the sign of the larger number. 48 minus 16. So 48 minus 16. So 8 minus 6, that's 2. 4 minus 1, that's 3. Now 48 is greater than 16. So we have negative 32. Once again, unlike signs, negative 48, positive 16, you subtract, then copy the sign of the larger number. So we have negative 32 all over 2. Alright, so we have negative square root. Now, what would be the thing that we will do, sir, if we have a negative square root? Now, if you have a negative square root, class, we will be using imaginary number. So, let me give you an example, class. Example, class, if you have the square root of negative 9, how will you simplify this one? The square root of negative 9. Now, always remember, class, that the square root of negative 1 is equal to I. Once again, the square root of negative 1 that would be equal to I. I represents for imaginary number. So, the square root of negative 1 is equals to I. So, therefore, to remove this negative sign, class, we need to multiply this one by square root of negative 1 times the square root of 9. Question, is this the same? Yep, you will get the same answer because negative 1, okay, square root of negative 1 times square root of negative 9. If the signs are not the same, if you multiply negative times positive is negative, then simply copy square root, then 1 times 9 is 9. So the square root of negative 9, you can write it in square root of negative 1 times the square root of 9 is equal to the square root of negative 9. Once again, class, when you multiply this one, negative 1 times 9, that would be negative 9. Simply copy the square root. So therefore, to remove this negative sign in this radical, we need to simplify this one by square root of negative 1 times the square root of 9. And the square root of negative 1, that is I. Once again, the square root of negative 1, that's I. Then times the square root of 9, that is 3. And then I times 3, or 3 times I, that would be 3I. That's the answer, class, for this one. The square root of negative 9, that would be 3I. Alright? Let's have another example, class. Another example. The square root of negative 36. Once again, you need to get rid of this negative sign first. To remove this negative sign in this radical symbol, you multiply it by negative 1 times the square root of 36. Okay, once again, negative 1 times square root of negative 1 times square root of 36. Why is that, sir? Because we can get rid of the square root of negative 1. We know that the square root of negative 1, that is I. Once again, the square root of negative 1 is equal to I. So, the square root of negative 1, that is I. So, you can put I, then the square root of 36, that is 6. So, I times 6, that would be 6I. That's the answer, class. The square root of negative 36, that would be 6I. So that's the thing there, class. The first thing that you need to do is you need to remove this negative sign by simply writing square root of negative 1. Last one example, class. What if this is not a perfect square? Example, the square root of negative 20. The square root of negative 20, and 20 is not a perfect square, right? So the thing that we will do, class, is we need to remove first this negative symbol. Okay, this negative sign. How to do that one, sir? Simply multiply square root of negative 1 times the square root of 20. And we know the square root of negative 1 times square root of 20, that would be square root of negative 20. So we just remove this negative symbol. So this will be, so we can write this one as I. Once again, square root of negative 1 is equal to I. So I times the square root of 20. Do we have the square root of 20, class? Nope, we don't have the square root of 20. But we can find two numbers that one number is a perfect square, the other is not. What would be that number, sir? Of course, that would be 4 times 5, right? Copy I, then the square root of 4 times 5. Because 4 times 5, that is 20. 4 is a perfect square, then 5 is not. So, copy equal sign. Once again, if the number is not a perfect square, you find two numbers. One number is a perfect square, the other is not. That when you multiply, you will get 20. So, the square root of 4, that's 2. You put it outside. You multiply it by I. So, that would be I times 2. Then, copy square root of 5. We don't have the square root of 5. So, simply copy square root of 5. Alright, and then 2 times I, that is 2I, square root of 5. That's the answer, class, for this one. Square root of negative 20, that would be 2I square root of 5. That's it, class. Alright, so that's the thing that we will do in this scenario, class. Square root of negative 32. Alright, so this will be, copy this one. Alright, so this will be x equals 4, positive, negative. So we need to remove this negative square root of 32 over 2. We need to simplify this one, negative square root of 32. Once again, we can multiply this one by negative square root of 1 times square root of 32. Alright, negative square root of 1 times square root of 32. That would be the same with negative square root of 32. All over, copy 2. Alright, so this will be x equals 4, positive, negative, the square root of negative 1. Okay, the square root of negative 1 times square root of 32, that would be square root of negative 32. And the square root of negative 1, that is I. So we can write I. And then simplify this one to us. Let me just copy this one first. Square root of 32 over 2. Alright, so we don't have enough space, class. Let me just write it here. Okay, let me write it here, class. We don't have enough space. So this one, class, once again, this I came from the square root of negative 1. We just eliminated the negative sign. So once again, square root of negative 1 times square root of 32, that would be square root of negative 32. And we just removed the negative sign, class, in this I. So I is equivalent to square root of negative 1. Alright, so copy x equals 4, positive, negative, copy I, and then over 2. By the way, class, for the square root of 32, do we have a square root of 32? Nope, we don't have. 32 is not a perfect square. So therefore, we can simplify this one by what number, class? That's correct. That would be 16 times 2, right? 16 times 2. 16 is a perfect square, and then 2 is not. If you multiply, you will get 32. One number is a perfect square, the other is not. So this will be square root of 16 times 2. Alright, so this will be x equals 4, positive, negative. So the square root of 16, that is 4, you put it outside. Alright, square root of 16, that is 4, you put it outside. So copy I. The square root of 16, that is 4. So multiply it by 4. I times 4. 4 came from the square root of 16. Then simply copy square root of 2 all over 2. Almost done, class. Almost done. So let me just erase this one, class. You pause the video, class. I'll be erasing this part. Once again, class, if you use your calculator with regards to square root of negative 32, I'm sure, class, it will be a matter. Let's try to use our calculator, class. We didn't use it a while ago. Example, let's use our calculator. Square root of negative 32 equals not a number in my cell phone, class. Okay, it's not working. Not a number in my cell phone. In your calculator, class, I think it is syntax error or math error. They cannot solve that one, class. That's why we need to use imaginary number, and it represents I. Alright, so this will be copy x equals 4, positive, negative, I times 4, that will be 4i. Copy square root of, okay, this is I, class, that's not 41, 4i. And then square root of 2 over 2. Last one, class, we can just simply divide this one. Also this one, 4 divided by 2, we can divide that one. So simplify. So this will be x equals, let's have positive then negative, 4 plus 4i square root of 2 over 2. Once again, let's separate, class, positive and then negative. So 4 plus 4i square root of 2 over 2. And the other one, x equals 4 minus 4i. Okay, it's I, class, I square root of 2 over 2. So, can we simplify this one? 4. Can we divide 4 by 2? Yep, we can divide this one. So, let's make it individually. This will be x equals 4 divided by 2 plus, let's separate, class, for us not to be confused. 4 divided by 2, and the other one we have 4i. 4i, so this is I, class. 4i square root of 2 divide 2. And the other one, x equals 4 over 2. Once again, class, this fraction 2, class, it means that you divide these terms by 2. So we can do it individually. 4 divided by 2 minus 4i square root of 2 over 2. Alright, and then the final answer, class. Almost done. Final answer. Final answer. So x sub 1. Okay, let's have x sub 1. This will be x sub 1 equals 4 divided by 2. That's 2. 2 plus, and then we can divide this one, 4 divided by 2, that's 2i square root of 2. So this is the first answer. Okay, first answer, 2 plus 2i square root of 2, x sub 1. And the other one, this will be x sub 2. X sub 2 equals, okay, x sub 2, x sub 1, and then x sub 2. So 4 divided by 2, that's 2, minus, we can divide 4 by 2. Once again, copy minus sign, then we can divide 4 by 2. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. Then copy I, then square root of 2. That's it, class. All set. That's it, class. This will be your answer, class. X sub 1, 2 plus 2i square root of 2, and x sub 2, 2 minus 2i square root of 2. That's it, class. All set. So that's how you solve, class, in quadratic formula if you have a negative square root. So I hope, class, you learned something new today. If you like this video, class, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, if you have some questions, class, do not hesitate to ask us. You put your question on the comment section down below. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.